All I want to achieve is my time-lapse sunrise shot over Hong Kong Bay. I've tried it now for 6 mornings and every morning it's been foggy. This is the last morning. I'm going to set this camera to record and cross my fingers and go to sleep and hope for the best. Oh, great. It's gonna have to be this. Yeah, that kind of works. Michal, can you tell us why you're wearing a green triangle just there?
Because this is a mark for the shuttle bus.
No, it's not a shuttle bus, is it? It's a limousine. It's a coach limousine. I mean, look at this thing. How good is that?
Darren will be following every one of you. So just be yourself, is that right?
Yes.
Or not?
Can I pick Kim Kardashian?
Yes, indeed. Yes, you can. No, forget that. What have we got in the bag then? So we got some booklets there and stuff, yeah.
Seems to be
Directory.
okay.
A bit of a directory there, yeah. It's kind of a nice bag as well. It looks like it's made out of some quality material there.
I use these for my shopping, so it's
Yeah,
good. There you go.
it's nice.
There we
And
go.
then you've got the screening schedule, and also you have got the Hong Kong Asia Film Finance Forum. So it's the money people
Yeah.
that you want to go and see.
So after about
Brilliant.
3 hours of getting the passes, we're ready to go in now, yeah?
Yes.
Oh no, there's something there.
Let's do it.
Still suffering a little with the jet lag, I have to say. But obviously we had a great opening meeting this morning at the British Consulate, and it was really interesting actually in terms of what other things are available with the British Consulate and in Hong Kong if you want to come and do business here. We had a ruckload of meetings, and we've just stopped now to have a quick drink before our next meeting at 5 o'clock.
We had our first meeting at the taxi stand this morning. That's cool. Before we
met
got
some people
here.
from Israel
From
that are,
Israel who were into music, and Hamby linked up with them and everything.
Am I talking to you or into the lens? Talk to you. Okay, it depends what sort of zone. Well, if you edit it one way, you can edit it a different way.
Yeah, but I'm going for a very casual sort of like...
Very casual.
Very casual sort of like, that's
Yeah,
nice.
You want me to dance, or what do you want me to do? Start rapping or whatever? Do we start dancing?
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Are you dancing because you're happy with this place?
Yeah, I think it's fantastic. I'm in love with the place, man.
The experience of the film art so far is really interesting. I've met some very interesting people. There's lots going on, lots of really great designs.
And I'm a writer-director with ideas for content but no actual product to sell. And this is just, it's such a market, it's in the name, and it's such a sales market. It's really, really interesting to walk around and just actually see what questions people are asking, what the stands are like. I've got ideas for when hopefully in 2 or 3 years' time I've got 2 or 3 films to sell. I know what type of stand I want. I know what I want my sales agent to represent me like. I know what I want it to be like. And it's just an idea just to actually see what content there is around the world and what sells around the world.
Been to a lot of film markets, and it's really interesting because obviously this is the South Pacific, Asia, Hong Kong, China sort of side of things, which is a market I don't really know very well. Hopefully by the end of it I'll know a lot more. But yeah, it's good.
Most often you're finding people before you get here, but there's nothing quite like actually being here as well. So you're looking around, just seeing something as simple as a poster on the wall and a strap line. You think, that's the sort of project that we're interested in, and that's how you might build a relationship. So it's a combination of sort of getting ready for coming somewhere like this, but also just touring around and meeting people as well.
The embrace genre, that's what sells in this market. And I'm a huge fan of Hong Kong cinema. So to actually be in the area where that's come from, to actually see what other content they do that doesn't make it to our shores, and to actually think, oh, well, you know what, my ideas are similar to that, and they could maybe stand up into this. So it has been a really good experience.
I'm more about finding out about what production incentives are here in order to create co-production with different countries. So it's more of a research fact-finding mission for me than actually signing the deal and being on the front of Screen International. But you never know. I could make a film. We could sell this.
We could. The Northwest delegation to Film Art 2012 is the largest delegation from the UK we've had, roughly, I'd say, for the last 20 years. It's fantastic to see so many people here.
Well done, UKTI. Brilliant job so far.
Should bring us to a local place. Cantonese food, if that's okay, so that gives you a choice. And we try and stick to your budget. Yeah, if that's okay.
That can be difficult.
Yeah. All right. So some of you mentioned that you like to see the lights at 8 o'clock. So we might go over to Kowloon first. Have you all got your tentacles cut?
Give us a wave! Hey, are we doing as well? You wanted cheese? I did want cheese.
Okay, everybody shuffle that way a little shuffle. Let's stop there, that's good. Everybody just see the camera, just give it a big wave. Hello from Hong Kong!
My name's Paul Lynch. I work here in Hong Kong at the British Consulate as the Director for UK Trade and Investment. That's the arm of the British government that helps British companies to win business overseas, introducing them to markets, introducing them to potential new partners. It's great to see so many British companies here at Film Art by far the biggest film show in Asia, and this is the biggest presence of UK companies that we've had.
The film market's a great opportunity to network, to do some important face-to-face meetings that you can't do obviously by email or Skype. But you also discover new things, which is exciting. So whether it's new films from a different country that you've not thought of before, or just the latest Chinese Hong Kong blockbuster.
It's been an incredible experience. Everybody has got so much out of this. I've met so many incredible people. It's quite funny because you actually come over to Hong Kong to speak to a load of people from England, and you tend to make a lot more links with people that live maybe 5 minutes away from you on the other side of the world.
I think it's been absolutely fantastic so far, and I think it's definitely worth it. I think it's definitely worth the exposure to the Asian the Asian market.
It's definitely been worthwhile. Yeah, it's definitely worth the journey.
It's a very big pleasure to see all of you here, and just underscoring the very strong Hong Kong UK business partnership that we have enjoyed for many years. Despite the challenging economic times at the moment, I think we continue to do what we've always done, that is create business opportunities.
Yeah, it's really good to come. I think I find that being here and being able to talk to people, we've picked up DVDs of films which we might show, and which obviously you wouldn't be able to track down that easily unless you were here. So it's a really great opportunity to do some real hands-on meetings.
I think it's gone pretty well. Yeah, we've had some good meetings. We've met some new contacts and new people, and I think it's and we've got a whole lot of product to look at and a lot of new films to consider for for the label. So pretty good, yeah.
Definitely a good decision to come.
We are very heartened that there is a very strong interest in the creative sector for the UK and also in particular for the Northwest company. We are very proud of them in terms of their expertise and in terms of what they can bring to the table in terms of partnership, in terms of relationship, in terms of collaboration.
Today I met the CG company that are really interested in collaborating in one of the episodes with us, and it's really cool because it was really on the level. They know that we are a really small production company, but they believed in the creative aspect of it. And I ended up talking to the top dog of the company, and I guess I made a friend. And it's what it's all about, because it's about, we forget that we're all here, we people here just connecting and trying to, you know, follow our dreams and trying to enable us to do what we do. And it was a lovely moment. So I'm done for the day. I think I'm going to the beach now. I'm sweet.
As Film Art takes place over 4 days, it's possible to schedule in a visit to the Big Buddha on Lantau Island via the ferry and a bus, which is exactly what Mauro, Sam and myself decided to do one day, although Mauro was only partly with us after getting in from the bars around 7:30 AM.
What do you want?
As I took quite a few shots of the area, I might as well tell you that the Tian Tan Buddha was completed in 1993 out of 202 separate pieces of bronze, according to Wikipedia. This place is quite a contrast between the 24/7 crazy world of Hong Kong Island and Kowloon.
I've got a collection of it. I bet there is.
Yeah. It's been really good. It's been one of the best things we've done. We've had access to people we'd never have had access to before.
If everything goes to plan from here on, it will have been hugely successful.
Had some really good meetings today. Actually, I'm really pleased. Got a lot done. Got to see a lot of people.
Today we had a fair few meetings, all of which went very well. And just as we're looking to reach out to the east, a lot of them are looking to reach out to the west, and some of them have got deals on the table with companies, but a lot of them haven't.
We learnt lots about the sector as a whole, which is my purpose to be here, is to find out more about how the UK can work with Hong Kong. I met a big group of Malaysian filmmakers and investors actually, so that was a really good meeting that we had, and they're really interested in coming to Manchester.
It's a dazzling, fascinating city, and it's that guidebook thing of Manhattan in the South China Sea. It's the first time here, and it's quite electric, really.
So we're on the way to Macau on the ferry. There's a very good chance that we might land in Macau and somebody spot this camera and then go, you're not taking that even close to this massive haven of gambling, debauchery and sin.
Is it worth my pointing out? I've got a flip camera in my pocket if we need one.
We have a discreet camera, so this footage may look, well, let's say less. Is it high definition?
No, it's
right. It's going to be slightly less.
Pretty grainy.
Well, let's see what happens right now.
You like it here, Darren?
I do. I really like it. Yeah, it's an amazing place. It's just, I don't know, it just feels a little different to Hong Kong, but
But yeah, really fascinating.
Different, huh?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That's Simeon Halligan in Macau. What do you think so far about Macau, Simeon?
That's a good question. I don't think I've seen enough of it yet to form an opinion.
Okay, first impression now?
Yeah, very interesting. This seems to be like the old colonial square to me. I presume this must have been the Portuguese settlement. I would have thought, I don't know. I guess we'll find out later.
And this is Samantha. Yeah. What's your impression about Macau so far?
I think it's brilliant, really nice. Beautiful place.
And this is Rachel from Splintered Films. What do you think about Macau?
It's very unusual. It wasn't what I was expecting at all.
It's easy, isn't it?
It is easy. Bloody heavy.
Oh, I know, yeah. I'm used to it now, yeah. No, any of that footage at all then that was filmed, if it's a bit wobbly, wasn't me.
It's me. The wobbly bit is all me. It was like...
Slow down, boss, slow down! Or just if he wants to install some suspension before we carry on, really, that'd work.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed our day trip to Macau today. I've been to Macau before, but it's been about 7 years, so it was great to go back and see how it's changed. I really enjoyed meeting the cultural institution and find out a bit more about what there is in terms of art and film provision here in Macau, so I think there's more to follow up after this trip.
Seeing the very, very different architecture, very different kind of pace of life. That was really, really interesting.
It's a 16th century church, I think. The body of the church, it doesn't exist anymore.
Apparently
It
it's
caught
burnt
fire.
down 3 times.
So all that's left is the facade, which is a nice facade,
But
as
the thing is,
facades go.
I was much more interested in the rest of it, the whole environment around it interested me. Because I don't know,
all the streets and the shopping streets and all the hoi polloi and the busyness.
The busyness and just the kind of weird collision of styles that's going on there is interesting.
I mean, walking down that street that went up to it was absolutely packed full of people, wasn't it?
Mental. I've never seen
people
anything like
kind of offering you things and
that humongous big gold building that's rearing out like a Transformers
that is
thing.
insane.
The thing that looks like Optimus Prime.
It's like, well, is there like a kind of leaf shape though? Isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's a kind of. I guess it's a kind of. I think it might be meant to be one of those Buddhist leaf.
Oh, is that what it is?
I think there's a lot of opportunities in Macau for creative companies in Manchester.
I think this trip to Macau, from the agenda that we have set, is very fruitful. Fruitful in the sense that we have discovered, I think, new opportunities.
I feel like there's a lot more opportunity, as if it's got a massive amount of potential that hasn't yet been unleashed.
They are willing to bring in talents and resources that they require to make themselves to world class. This is what our Northwest is strong in: education and training, specialism in different areas, and in media as well.